And we are back. Hello, everyone. Tenge says, do you guys get today off since it's Canada Day? I normally, yes. I don't because the job I work covers Canada and the US, and US markets are still open. But I do get time, double time and a half because it's a staff holiday. Does Robin Sparkle stop rocking your body today? Maybe. However, I do have today off anyway because I took the week off, so... Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority with hers. It is the finest cooking this side of Eladina. I think it's probably like the only cooking. I don't know if the... Well, maybe the Ananta have good meals. Well, at least they actually take some time to have some... moment of respite. That is a very low polygon turkey. Well, not polygon, but low textured turkey. Honored guests, I pray you partake in our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Just fucking dives into it, starts stuffing her face. We had deep fried chicken yesterday. It was so good. Normally they deep fry turkey when I'm around, but they went with chickens. The Let's Go to the Mall song says I'm gonna rock your body till it's Canada Day. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. My mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course, Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too, if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. I liked How I Met Your Mother. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push, and they push, and they... Until someone pushes back, until someone takes up arms, or summons a god, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak, when people fight and die, and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on? There is no justice, just Asa. You'd have to ask them. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on, and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day. Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Miro. I was at the one up by my place here. It's just on the corner beside the quickie, and it also I was having not a donut but a box of assorted Timbits. There is something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Alright. The first of many. I trust you were well rested and refreshed? Yes, then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now. but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need to only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. That legit made you smile? Good. What the fuck quest is this? Okay, well, not worried about that right now. I suppose I can run up there and see. Oh shit. That's not good. It's not far from where I've landed, so. Oh shit, I actually have to heal though. There you go, we're full health. You are under attack. Excellent. Please wait, if you would listen for just a moment. Ah, keep the thing away from me! Okay. I fear they won't listen to anything I have to say. Would you go after him and explain that his people are trespassing? I must tend to my wounds. Sick. Alright. Oh, where the fuck he went though? Oh, he's over there. Okay. We gotta head this way anyway, so it's good that I stopped there. There's another Kelyana settlement. There's actually something super cool over here I'm gonna show you guys if I do unlock flying. You were trying to help that thing, weren't you? What do you want? They only wanted us to leave their hunting grounds? So they're not savage monsters looking to feast on our innards? I see. Sorry about before. It's not every day you see something like that where I've come from. Me and my friends are from a small village in the peaks, you see, and with the Garleans blocking all the way out of the place, we never traveled far. Now that they're mostly gone, we thought we'd have a look about. Maybe scavenge for a bit of food. We didn't mean no harm, honest. If it's all the same to you, we'll leave and go look for food somewhere far, far away from here. You know we can run all the way back up there to turn that in? You guys are, you said shit. Alright, well we're gonna do that because I may as well since I'm in the area. Fuck up, antlion. Too bad Dooz isn't still here, you want to do more fake commands? I mean, Dooz doesn't really watch streams, so he kind of just shows up, says a few things and leaves. That's okay though. Quite okay. There's the occasional boss fight. Engage, have you ever bumped into a Canadian and had them give you a donut? Rude. You returned. Were they willing to listen? Men from the peaks. Interesting. We were concerned the M tribe may have coerced them into stealing from our land. My sisters will be relieved to hear this. If these people are desperate enough to venture here for food, perhaps we can help them. A deal of some kind. A share of our food stores in exchange for materials for our gem crafting. Yes, that would be a fair trade. I'll need to discuss this with my sisters. The beginning of a fruitful partnership may be at hand. We did it! What is this game again? Diablo 4? Oh, that's rude. That is rude, my friend. Alright, we can fly now. Alright, check this out, guys. I've never bumped into a Canadian. Every time I try, they purposely fall on the ground before I can hit them. Weird. Look at this gigantic fucking hole in the air. Might have something to do with that gigantic hole in the mountain, eh? Almost like a big laser shot through here. Alright, let's go to the peaks. And they apologize for being in my way. How very Canadian of them. Well, I've often said, one day Canada will rule the world, and you'll all be sorry. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alligiri, and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Just give a shout to the lads when you pass, eh? There's a fun urban legend about a guy with a bottomless hole on his property. Do share. I'm interested in that. I like urban legends.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Yeah, I called in Coast to Coast, which is a radio show that talks about aliens, conspiracies, Bigfoot type stuff. I like that stuff. Also, guys, we've been to this map before, if you recall. We were up in this area here. But now we're on the lower part of the map. So, cool. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches. Hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers up to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff. So attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Belladina was so important, right? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alligiri. Right, and there'll be new ether currents for us to pick up here. One of them is in the path we're headed, actually. I actually think we only need 2 in this area. I think about it. Yeah, we only need 2 from non-quest sources. North to east now. This should be just around the corner here, you know? 65 yalms to the north. Oh, there it is. I see it. There's a Kongamato. This is interesting. You can get one of those weird bug things over here as a mount if you do the Beast Tribe quests for the Nath. 42 yalms to the east. The last one will be somewhere way the fuck over here. We'll hear about that later. We're heading down to Alligiri. So there's a lot of the music and areas in the new expansion for Dawntrail that give me FF11 vibes. Anyway, and this guy calls in and talks about how he has a hole on his property. that seemingly had no bottom. Every time he tried to measure, no matter how long his measuring device, it was never long enough. Apparently birds didn't fly over the hole. Either Highwind Chipuli. I think he's gonna aggro me. They always aggro me. Oh no, he turned to work. Good. Alright, let's go talk to these and attune to this while I'm thinking about it. Basically, he starts throwing stuff down the hole, including all this guy's trash. It was like 6 to 8 feet across. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We're about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. And though we are fresh from the road, we would be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves, and join us when you are ready. Basically, the story goes, the government heard about the hole and came in and confiscated his land and covered the hole so that Google Maps couldn't see it either. Interesting. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Let everyone, let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for mercy, we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alabago is through the east, and through Specula Imperatoris and Castra Mabania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned. But we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During that time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Mira after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Maybe it would be best if I accompany you. Alice can stay with Mira. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Apparently someone did go out to where the hole is supposed to be and located, and apparently there are government people there, and it was a restricted area. And some think the hole was a portal to another dimension. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility.
My head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
Damn, Tancred really gets in deep. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you would cross any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to our involved squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in event we encounter anything beyond our means. Welcome back, Jeremy. We're now in the peaks. There's an area here called Goodblade. Fuck you, Chipuli. What? How'd you aggro me? You weren't even looking at me. They must have aggro by sound as well. Oh, fuck! These are the angriest enemies I've ever fought in this game. We're now in the Feeks. Not the Feeks, thankfully, but... Hey, guys. Peaks would be an awful place to be. For all involved. All these monsters hate carbuncle mounts? Maybe. Also, guys, look at that. To my knowledge, that big weird boat thing over there is never acknowledged. Or really, like, never... They never do anything with it. I'm fairly certain that's related to one of the earlier Astral eras, though. One of the Charlean saints left their home to try and save people in Eorzea from the floods and ended up getting their boat stuck in the mountains here. Because, of course, they did. Imperial Sky. We did it. Now we get the rendezvous with Alistair. What's over here? What with the random boat? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not indescribable. When the calamity hit, when Bahamut attacked, it shifted the elemental energies of Incarthus, so there used to be a lake in that area and whatnot, and everything froze there. Oh, did they do anything with it? Not that I know of. Ah, give me a moment, Miro. Say that again, if you would. Hmm? No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was our involved. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Miro? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Yeah, I don't think they do anything with those. Like, I know the lore behind the weird ship here, but I can't think of anything where they do anything with it.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Hansfrid, Rudolph, Hamlet. For us, for our people, for our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
in the seven hells!
Long-range artillery!
Those treacherous bastards! Their people were still fighting! Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12th, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed! You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castamabania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed, or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Well, they can wait, because it is break time for the last 30 minutes of today's stream.